We are very happy to have Professor Toshi Mikada from Kyoto University. This event will be moderated by Medina Argument, who is my student from Çanakkale 18 March University. Medina, if you are ready, you can start your introduction. Can you hear me?
Yes, anytime.
Medina, I think she couldn't hear me. She closed her microphone. Then we can start with you. Please, Professor, we are here to have your lecture.
Okay. So shall I start?
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay, good morning, everyone joining this seminar. My name is Toshi Mikada. I'm from Kyoto University. So this time, I really appreciate the invitation from Turkish University for this presentation. And the title of my talk is High Resolution Seismology, which was asked by your friends in Turkey. Okay, so first of all, let me thank all the people who coordinated this seminar. Okay. So here is the some I don't know, advertisement which was shown by the professor in Turkey. And I'm sorry, in fact, my photo, this was taken about 15 years ago when I was before 48 years old or so. Okay. So I'm now getting much older. Okay? I'm sorry for this. Okay, so let me start the what we are doing in Japan about the high resolution seismology. Okay? So introduction to seismic resolution. So I heard people in Turkey. In fact, the environment we have is quite similar. In Japan, we are located in active tectonically active region, and in Turkey too. You have a Anatolian fault in the middle, and you got from time to time very severe earthquake disaster. In this situation, I think we have a lot of space to collaborate with each other, I think. But in fact, what I'm working on is not earthquake seismology. I'm working on the applied geophysics, applied seismology. Okay? So that my routine is to develop some new methodologies to visualize the invisible underground structures. Okay. So let me introduce what kind of resolution we are talking about in terms of the underground structure investigation. Okay. So here I present the seismic reflection methods we are dealing with routinely. Okay. The practice of seismic reflection method is pretty simple. You have a source. Sorry. Oh, sorry, I made a mistake. Let me go back. Okay, so let me see. Okay, here's the pointer. Okay, now we got the point. Okay, so seismic reflection method. What we do is we have a seismic source, which could be it used to be dynamite to produce the seismic waves. But these days we are using much lighter sources, vibrator, sometimes the air guns, these kind of seismic sources, and also receivers. And when you have a layer boundary or some interface having a big difference in seismic velocity or densities, the seismic wave reflected back to a receiver. And we are talking about these kind of reflection events. So on the
Professor,
yep.
Your slide doesn't change. I think you need to make it full screen. Otherwise, we couldn't follow it. We are at the beginning of page.
Okay. What? Tell me one more again. So you are talking. Yeah, suggesting what?
You need to make it full screen, then slide should be changed. Otherwise, we are at the beginning page.
No, no, I don't understand what you said. What? So you're talking about the when I change the slide,
slides
I should say
doesn't
something.
change. Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
think
I keep the in the meantime I keep in the same slide. Okay.
Okay,
So
same step. Okay.
yeah, on the right hand side of this slide, I put the some velocity change. Sonic velocity means the seismic interval velocity here. And also we have a profile in density, so vertical directions and depth. Okay. So when you have a difference either in the seismic velocity or density, we have some reflection coefficient. And in fact, now we could look at the subsurface structure in terms of acoustic impedance. Okay? Acoustic impedance is nothing but the product of a seismic velocity with density. So if you look at the this vertical profile for acoustic impedance, we have many gaps corresponding to each layer.
Professor, your slide doesn't change, so you need to change the slide. Yeah, we couldn't follow it because you need to make it a full page from the PowerPoint.
Full page? How can I do it?
Full page. Yeah, yeah. So if you couldn't make it, Medina help you. Can help you. Because we are at the beginning page.
先生、すいません。今、表示しているスライドを、今、先生が、そのままして説明をしているのか、それとも、2ページ目、3ページ目っていうのがスライド。
2ページ目、さっき映ってますかって聞いたら、どっちでもいいという話だったんですけど、やっぱり。
ごめんなさい。そうです。そうです。ページを映しながら話をしてほしいっていう話を言ってますね。
これでいいんですね。
はい。
これでちゃんと映ってるってことですね。
そうです、そうです。
じゃあ分かんなかったでしょ。ポインターも映ってたんだけど。
なるほど。今1ページ目はずっと映っていて、スライド2ページ目とか映しながら話をしていただければと思います。
ちょっと待ってください。スライドの2ページを映すっていうのはどういうことですか？今は1ページ目だけですよね、映ってるの。
そうです、そうです。
なんで、スライド変えるときに2ページに行きますよと言えばいいんですね。
そうです、そうです。
わかりました。
はい。
Sorry for Japanese explanation. So let me explain from the beginning. So seismic reflection method, we use seismic source here and also receivers here. And when you have a some layer interface with the some gap in acoustic impedance, we get the seismic reflection taking place. For this slide, for example, we have 3 reflections. Okay. This can be explained in the right-hand side of the figure. Okay? So here we have a vertical direction in depth, and we have some parameters, physical property change, sonic, which is nothing but the seismic interval velocity. And the next green one is density. Okay? So when you have some difference in seismic interval velocity or density, we get the seismic reflection. Okay? And we could explain in a single parameter for this. Okay? Acoustic impedance, which is nothing but the product of seismic interval velocity with density. Okay? So when you have a difference in acoustic impedance, some gap in acoustic impedance, you get the reflection coefficient. For example, for this vertical profile, you get the reflectivity series like this way. And when you multiply a wavelet with the reflectivity series, then you get seismogram as shown in this figure.
Professor, your slide doesn't change. We couldn't follow you. I think if there is a problem, Medina may control it. Because you are talking about other pages, but the slide doesn't change.
I'm talking about the same page. Okay?
Which page?
Yeah, same page.
Okay. Okay. Introduction you are doing. Okay.
Yeah, still introduction. Okay. So when you have a wave like in this shape, then you get the seismogram like this. This is nothing but the convolution of a wavelet with the reflectivity series. Okay. So in general, when you have a horizontal offset, for example, then we get the group of seismic traces on the rightmost column. Okay? So this is nothing but the seismic reflection methods. So in fact, when you look at the some differences in depth of reflectivity series, then you get some reflection taking place in a very close depth. For example, these two. Then if you look at these figures here, then you see we have some difficulties to identify two events from time to time. Then I'm going to explain what the resolution we are talking about. Okay, so now I'm moving to the next slide. Okay. Oh, sorry, I made a mistake. Okay, so seismic resolution. These figures are coming from the SEG homepage. Okay. So in general, vertical resolution is defined by.
This is not next slide. It's the same slide.
This is the second slide.
But we couldn't see second slide.
What?
It doesn't change. So we are now at the beginning page. Your name is written.
Okay, I think now we got the bugs of Microsoft. What? I forgot the Microsoft Teams. Yeah, this happens from time to time. Even if I change this slide, you don't see any change.
Yeah.
So this is the famous bug of Microsoft Teams. So I think she has a my slide, right?
Okay, Medina, could you have
to manipulate?
Medina, could you have? Medina değiştirir misin slide'ları? Profesör değiştiremiyor.
Right. I think I couldn't do it from this remote.
Okay. Now you can close, then she will make it open. Okay.
I closed it.
Now it changed.
Yeah, I close it. So
now your slide changed. Now fifth page 5. Okay, we are.
I'm doing nothing.
Okay.
No.
Okay, now
I do nothing in the meantime. So I ask you to use my slide in Turkey.
Okay, Medine, could you yükler misin slide'ı? Yükleyip değiştirir misin? Açamıyor. Sen bir yardım eder misin?
Yeah, Microsoft Teams sometimes shows sometimes bugs like that.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's why we wanted you to send us, because similar problem we are facing us. At the same time, maybe Tursun Aplat will make another point.
Yeah, let's start it. Then I could.
Okay. Now make full page.
Okay, so which means you couldn't see any figures, right?
No figure, just hurt you.
Right. Just right. I got it. Sorry, I should have noticed the bug. Much earlier. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Medina.
Okay, we are ready. If you like, we can make it start from the beginning. Please, Professor, we are here to hear.
We start again. Okay? So, Medina, yeah, please, change the slide.
Hocam görünüyor mu?
Evet. İkinci slide diyor. İkinci slide. Please.
Right. Okay, it came. And the second, next slide, please. Okay, I got it. Okay, then which means I couldn't use my pointer, right? So this is seismic reflection method explanation. Okay, I did it once, but so in the middle you have some vertical column called sonic, which is nothing but seismic interval velocity. Okay, and the next column called density, which is nothing but the formation of subsurface material density. Product on this seismic interval velocity and density is called acoustic impedance, and this is nothing but the indication of the reflections. Okay, when you have some gap vertically in acoustic impedance, then you get the reflection, seismic reflection taking place. Okay, So reflectivity series column, this explains you where the reflection taking place in the subsurface as a function of depth. Okay. So convolution of a wavelet with the reflectivity series produces the synthetic seismograms here. Okay. And so in the middle, in general, we have a plural seismograms put side by side, causing seismic traces in the rightmost column. Okay. So if you look at in the middle, there is a arrow indicating time shift. You don't have to look at the what time shift would be, but I want to tell you, red, peaks to the right indicate the reflection taking place in a closely located reflectors. And if you look at the wavelet in the middle, you will see how difficult to identify two reflectors at this location. Okay. So Medina, next slide, please. Okay.
Professor, in the screen of Medina, just we have been seen, but slides doesn't appear. I think Medina tekrar pencereden yükler misin? Kapatıp.
Yeah, Medina's what?
Okay.
Okay. She got some mouse, right? Okay. Very good.
Medine bir kere daha şey yap istiyorsan şeyden. Ben I will stop record. She will upload again because we couldn't see any picture from the record. Medine bir daha şeyden yükler misin?
Okay.
Just
okay,
a moment.
So let's go to the